broadcast
Live from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to Trendy Flaws. Trendy Flaws Podcast. Home of chasing the bag. Whether it's lifestyle, entertainment, or exclusive interviews with your favorite upcoming artist, we've got you covered. Show your flaws, bitch.
Yo. It's your boy Tay. I'm back on the Trini Floors podcast, home of Chasing the Bag. I have a special guest with me. This is one of my closest friends. Half the world may hate him, but I love him. Introduce yourself, my boy.
First of all, everybody loves me, to all other kids. My name is Tashim W, aka Ty, aka, the problematic, reality TV legend.
And for the people who do not know Ty, give them a little backstory, like where they can know you from, what you accomplished within the past couple years. Cause you've been doing some
Okay,
things.
I feel like, I felt honestly, truthfully, if I'm being honest and candid with you, like I genuinely feel like, I'm one of the like pillars in starting this YouTube reality thing. Like I started it when I want to say 17. I did a YouTube show called The Bad Boys Club on Gemini Films. It was season 4 of New York. Unfortunately, guys, it is no longer available due to legal issues. It got taken down, but I believe there's clips out there. I did this when I was 17. That is where a lot of people got to know me. Prior to doing the Bad Boys Club, I was a regular nigga from New York. Like, ain't nobody know me. I really wasn't in the gay scene. And when I got the opportunity to join, I felt like, hey, like this would be a dope, thing to do to like get I was honestly doing it to get to know other gay people because I didn't have any gay friends. I had no idea that it was going to become the sensation that it did. Like when we dropped the
Hmm.
first episode and like everybody was like, on our bodies, I gagged. Like I was like, oh, okay, this could be a thing. So I did that first, and honestly, what people don't really know about me, no Sade, like I'm actually really, really like shy and like calm and like, to myself. So when the show blew up, it was something that I didn't expect because I didn't think that that was going to happen. So having so many people, when I say blew up, guys, I mean like blew up. Like I would
No,
be
it
like
was a
going to the
big thing.
barbershop.
It was a big thing.
Yes, like I would be going to the barbershop, people would stop me, like regular girls, regular boys, gay boys, like gay girl, like it was crazy. And that was like very new for me. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, and at the time I was dating somebody and like no Sade, he was ugly. And like people would like attack him, you know what I mean? So I kind of fell into like a little bubble. Like I didn't take the opportunity like I should have and, use the platform and the attention that I was getting because I was protecting someone else. So rule in life, focus on yourself because I'm no longer with ugly. But yeah, so that was the first thing I did, and then I took a break, like a good 5 to 6 year break, and then I did Shadows, which is on Gemini Films as well, which is up there. It was my first ever scripted series that I'm so proud of. I did that. I got the opportunity to do that, and I was super excited. And that didn't take off the same way the Bad Boys Club did. Like
Mm-mm.
I can honestly say, no one ever stops me. And be like, oh my god, you're the boy from Shadows. Like I always get the Bad Boys Club or the other show I was on. But I'm still proud of it. It's still up there. It's called Shadows on Gemini Films. I'm super proud of it. It's on my resume. Then I took another break, and then I made my grand return when I did the Come Up season 2 of New York, which is on Gemini Films. No Sade, Gemini Films is like my home. Um, yeah, I got the opportunity to come back. It was probably like 10 years apart from Bad Boys Club to the Come Up, and I wanted people to see who I was then. Unfortunately, the drama overshadowed my story, so I don't think people really got to know me. But it also just helped with the tension and people recognizing who I am. So those are the three. I did 2 seasons. I did like 1 season and a half of the come up.
Hmm.
So that's my resume.
You did mention that Gemini Films was like a second home for you. Um, Previously, um, I know he been getting a lot of backlash from his other cities that he be working in, Atlanta, New York, um,
Hmm.
Miami, and they was like on a rampage, like, oh, fuck him, I hate him, he's no good, he's a producer, he don't know anything about
It's going my
producing.
Quran.
Yeah, talking about Quran, and you worked
Okay.
with him, like you did multiple shows with him. Where do you
Hmm.
stand at with him right now?
That's a very loaded question. I would say this. I would never publicly, I'm on both spectrums. I would never publicly disrespect Quran because, as said my resume, he has always given me a chance. And when I was a nobody from, New York, he put me in a Bad Boys Club. He gave me my first scripted series, he put me back on the come up. So I would never I would never do that. I'm very much business is business. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And if I don't like something that you did business wise, it's business. It's not personal. How I feel about you personally is none of your business. At the same token, I would never discredit anyone else's experience with him. You know what I mean? Like when my city or any other city goes public and bash him, I never join in it. I never give my say because I just feel like that's bad business. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel
Right.
like
Eh,
when we sign up to do the show, we sign up to do a show. Whatever happens behind the scenes happens behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Now, if Mona Scott, Shawnee O'Neal, Andy, they pay me to speak on it, work, I'm speaking on it. Like, but for free, I'm just not doing that. I'm not gonna publicly bash someone who, helped us. So
right. And what
my relationship with
what I don't
go ahead.
like, Ty, for real, is like the fact, like me, I'm just a watcher. I'm just seeing everything play out. I always give
Hmm.
Karan his flowers because I see the stuff that he go through, and at the same time, he's still young. He been doing this like for a minute. I think he started when he was like 18, 19. Like he was
Yes, yes,
doing
yes.
Bad Boys Club
She
at
was like
18, 19.
15.
How old?
She was like 15 when we did the Bad Boys.
All right, so
Like
he was younger
we
than
was
y'all,
older than him.
right? So the fact that like he he's really like a staple for real in the LGBT YouTube community because he did have some type of input. Um,
Mhm.
b-
Absolutely.
yeah. So I just hate the fact that he get hate for doing his job, and people try to find clout off that, and then try to sucker him up to get back on the show.
That's my thing. You know what I mean? I feel like because I've worked with Karan as I told you guys since I want to say I was 17. He's not the perfect producer. Like there are bumps in the road. There are things about him that I do not like. There are experiences that I had that I do not like. As I'm sure he may have had with me. My thing is I don't publicly bash him publicly because I feel like you said, you can't publicly bash him and then on the same token be online talking about some what can I please go on next season. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like you can't do that. Whatever your personal feeling towards him is your personal feeling. We're all still trying to work and make it happen. Like I said, he doesn't. I'm not going to take away anyone's experience because I'm just not going to do that. But I just won't do it. But
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say that it's always been easy going. It has been rough, but obviously there's something in there because I keep going back. So like
Right.
like I can't do that. Like I can't be like, oh my god, it's horrible, blah, 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 and then pop up on three different series.
Hmm.
So I can't do that.
So the last time people saw you, it was kind of a messy situation. I believe it
Mhm.
was you popped up at the bowling alley, right?
Yes, season 3 of the Come Up New
Yeah,
York.
season three. He popped up at the bowling alley. I think O'Neal invited you.
Yes, my sister. Shout out to my
Yeah,
sister
shout out to
O'Neill.
O'Neal. He invited you. He popped up on Karma. If y'all know who Karma is, that's if you're into ballroom, he's the commutator. If you're not into ballroom, that's the one who's wearing the polo shirt.
No shout out.
Shout out to Karma. Shout out to him though. That's the last time people saw you. So like, what have you been up to? No, before you get to that, how did that go about? Because you haven't spoke to no one about this. You haven't spoke about it. Period. You do like your little subliminals like 2 years ago after it happened, but after that it's just like, all right.
Yeah, I feel like this will honestly be like my first speaking about it publicly. I never speak about it because, like I said, I just roll with the punches. I'm there to do a job, make a show. I just go with it. So I never really give my side. It's a blessing and a curse because I don't speak about things publicly. There has been a narrative, created about who I am. And because I don't defend it, it just runs rampant.
And I
So
hate
what I
it
will say, I
because you
hate
my
it
friend.
too. I would say this. This is how that went about. When we did season two, and I'm gonna be super candid because you're my good girlfriend. I felt like, and I still feel this way when it came to season two of The Come Up New York. I felt like I carried that show on my back. I felt like I was 110% authentic. I was showing up. I was giving my all. You know what I mean? And if you watch it, you see there's a lot of moments where I could have like, I'm not filming this. I'm not filming with this person. I'm not doing that because I feel like I have that under my belt. Like I said, one of the pillars of this shit. But
Hmm.
I didn't do that. I'm humble. I showed up and I did what I had to do. And I didn't feel like I was getting the respect. So I made the decision. What a lot of people do not know, and this is the first time I'm speaking on this, is I quit season two mid-season, and everyone in the cast knew that, and production knew that. I quit mid-season because at the time I had got my first place, my life was taking a different direction, and I just wasn't interested anymore.
Right.
So mid-season I quit. Like, unfortunately, my story was interesting enough where, the scenes where I wasn't in, they would, jammed into one episode. Then the next episode, I was there back. But I quit mid-season. I wasn't coming around. I was over it. The girls, the cast asked me to come back for the finale. I did a finale. I let everyone know. The reunion was up in the air. It was like, I don't really know.
And is this the cast where it was Chance? Um.
Chance, Aubrey, Raekwon, and
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So everyone knew, like for me, that I was done. So when it came to reunion, again, what a lot of people don't know is I felt like because what people don't know is we shoot while the show is airing as well.
Mm.
So because the narrative has been that I'm not a confrontational, which I don't know where that come from because it's in footage. Anything I want to say, I'm gonna say to anybody in their face. I don't know where, maybe because I don't physically fight on camera, but I'm not pussy. But because that's been the narrative, because I don't physically fight on camera, people was just making shit up to argue with me at the reunion, and I felt like you bitches have to work at this point. I'm not working anymore. I'm
Mhm.
not about to sit here and argue with you. I'm not doing that. Y'all work now. This is y'all chance. I'm stepping away. Y'all y'all do your reunion because I strongly feel like season two I generally carried on my back. So when we came to season three, I didn't want nothing to do with it. I felt like I didn't get the respect that I deserved, and I'm good. And like I said, my life was just in a different place. I was in a horrible relationship, so I just wasn't trying to be on camera. My good girlfriend O'Neill, she continued the show, work, she continued to do what she had to do. But it was boring. And we're
Mhm.
friends. O'Neill's my friend in real life, so we would speak when when they're done filming. And my girlfriend was given, "This is not it. Like, I don't know why I'm back." And she felt like I needed to be there as a friend, you know what I mean? And knowing what I contribute to the show, he felt like I genuinely needed to be there. So he talked to me for days, what people don't know, to come back, right? So while the show was airing, I'm not gonna say any names, people was telling me every time your name come up, Montel say this. We begged for you to come back, and Montel was like, "No, fuck that bitch." So I'm like, "Well, listen, we don't have to like each other, but
Mhm.
girlfriend, it don't gotta give like you feel me, like because what people don't know is me and Montel squashed our beef so long in the season, like so long in the season. So I never understood why he publicly continued to have an issue with me. Like, if you personally came to me and apologized for what you did, and I, accepted your apology, let's move on. I let him know I'm calling you Struggle Bear. Like I let him know all of that. So I didn't understand why after everything aired, it gave fever because it was like, girl, no Sade, I told you what it was giving. You knew what was coming. Like, don't give that. That's what I don't like about these boys.
But I feel like
So I felt
let me pause right there real quick. With as far
like,
as Montel, I feel like personally he's like a easy target, and then on
Hmm.
top of that, he's easily manipulated. So I feel like his little friend group that he had, or whoever was like going to him, telling him stuff, he would take it and
Hmm.
like run with it, off rip, and like he's like
Absolutely.
a easy target. Like he don't speak out. He don't speak up when it's the right time to speak up.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna discredit him because I feel like me and Montel had one of the most fabulous arguments on the show. So when, she shows up, she earns her check. But like you said, I feel like at times it give you do hoopla and hollering on social media, girl, you gonna see me. Like, you feel me? Or you hoopla and hollering with Spanky, girl, it's two other girls that don't like you here, argue with us. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I felt like okay, if I do come back, I'm gonna have to address you because that's what we're not gonna do. And to my knowledge, what a lot of people don't know is I thought he was saying this stuff on camera. So that's why when I came to the bowling alley, I was on 10 because I'm like, okay, you on camera talking crazy. We're not doing that. I'm coming to clear my name. You feel me?
Hmm.
So the girls pump my head up. Like, yeah, he said this, he said that. I came
Who
to the
was the
bowling
girls?
alley. Not gonna do that.
We wouldn't know.
I'm not gonna do that.
It was
I
only,
would say it was the whole cast. It's no Sade. It was literally the whole cast. Like
but
everyone was like,
who was actually like? It had to be that one person who just kept saying like something like pushing the issue. Who was it? Cause something telling me it was. Wait, was it Sminky?
it was not Spanky.
Was it?
She did. It wasn't Spanky. It wasn't
It
Spanky.
wasn't O'Neal because that's your sister. It was O'Neal.
It wasn't. Bill told me what Montel said. I would say okay.
It was
It was a
Chance.
like it
It was
was a
Chance.
collect.
It had to be Chance then.
Listen,
Chance, if you listening, bitch.
here's my thing, right? So I came into the bowling alley on 10.
Hmm.
Right? Because I felt like, and what a lot of people don't know is I was waiting while they were filming that scene. I was waiting in the car, so I was already annoyed. Like it wasn't like I can't like I was waiting for them to film their hoorah moment, and then I came and stormed the room.
Did production know you
Honestly,
was there?
yes, production. I was there, girl. I drove for production. Production mic'd me up. Production
Oh
gave.
shit.
We need
Period.
you to storm this moment. Production gave. You know. I have never watched that scene back because it is honestly one of my most embarrassing moments. Because although no Sade, I do not like Montel. I do not feel like he deserved that moment. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Because how it was brought to me, and when we actually had a conversation, it wasn't given fever. You know what I'm saying? He was just given, I don't like him, I don't want to be around him, and he has that right. You know what I mean? I think I was just too hype and in the moment that I was just go, 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 go. When it didn't have to be that, we actually could have had a conversation. So I don't like her, but
To this day, you
I
don't
can
like her?
respect. Yeah, I don't like Montel. She's not my girl. Like I don't. It's just things about him that I do not like as a person. I don't like him,
Okay.
but I don't feel like he deserved that moment. You know what I mean? I do not believe he deserved that moment. So I haven't watched it back, but I don't think he deserved that moment. And publicly, I can say that was one of my most embarrassing moments because I felt like my energy was unhinged. Like it wasn't necessary. And
Hmm.
like she was walking away. Like it didn't get follow her. Like it just was.
Yeah,
It was
I didn't like that part.
yeah. Like you know what I mean. And especially that it was my last scene. A lot of people don't know about this. I'm spilling tea. That wasn't supposed to be my last scene. Okay. We was all supposed to go to a cabin. And this is where I'm gonna say, shout out to my girlfriend O'Neill. This is why that's my girlfriend off show, on show, because we were supposed to go to a cabin. It was me, Montel, Chance, Ken, I believe at the time, and the other girls that was on the show. I don't know. And production felt like because I didn't do the reunion for season 2, that I shouldn't get the opportunity to go in a cabin. And my girlfriend O'Neill, which, like I said, my stand-up girlfriend who was on the show by himself. He didn't owe me anything. I supported him on the show. He made the decision to walk away
Hmm.
because he felt like that scene was horrible and it shouldn't have been how I left the show. You know what I mean? Like he felt like I deserved to, come on the cabin. So he walked away from the show. And to this day, I have nothing but utmost respect for that because he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like that was your moment. You could have continued the show. I wouldn't have been mad. I wasn't asking for it. And it was just loyalty that like when we do these shows, I'm telling y'all, it's no friends. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you find a friend on the show, you keep them, and that to me was a friend. Like, and he walked away. I got offered to come do a few spots, but I declined. I got offered to do season 3 reunion, but I declined because
Why?
I also like because I felt disrespected again. I felt like, the show was given snooze fest. I came, stormed the girls. Yeah, I used that promo like 50 million times, and now you telling me I can't do the reunion?
But
Like, I
I,
mean, I
I feel
can't do the.
like personally, like as a friend and as a watcher,
Hmm.
being that you did have you ended the season looking ghetto. No,
Boots.
like yeah, for real, like you ended the season looking the way you was looking. At least come to the reunion and like state your fact because now you have a whole bunch of followers and following and people who watch the show and fans that don't like you and they don't like you because they see what people like put you through. They don't actually see what the fuck you're doing and your work ethic and your real personality. They see people want to argument with you just for a scene or just for a storyline.
Yes, and it was, and I would say this. Now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I understand production standpoint. You can't reward someone for technically bad behavior because I did quit and I didn't come to the reunion, and that wasn't okay. I should have continued out the show. So I understood it. I didn't understand it then. That's why I didn't continue on season 3. But I understand it now. I do wish that because with I with with Gemini Films, we are very self-produced,
Hmm.
meaning we have the freedom to come to production and say, this is what I want to show, this is what it is. Now, if a story happens, obviously it's going to be, followed, but we have the freedom to say, this is what I want to talk about, this is what I don't want to talk about. I do wish that I would have been more conscious of what I was putting out because, like you said, I feel like so many people because I'm not gonna say, girl, I'm gonna check you on that. I'm not gonna say people don't like me because I get love everywhere,
Hmm.
but I feel like people are cautious when they're around me. You know what I mean? Like every time I meet a new group of people or every time someone meets me, I don't feel an automatic openness. It's always like a caution because people think I'm just this shady
Evil.
maniac. And it's
Yeah.
like, I'm very much chill, fine, don't bother me, I won't bother you. Like, you feel
Seriously.
me? But what I have put out there, I can understand why people would be like, I'm just waiting for this bitch to say something shady. You know what I mean? So that is the downside about it that I wish I would have controlled my story a lot better.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. The people want to know: would you go back to doing reality TV?
I
Because
mean,
I feel like you have like your personality is perfect for to watch. You're gonna have people who like you, people who dislike you, and people who could relate to you. You know,
hmm
I just feel like because the last season of the come up. Wait, no, let's backtrack for a minute. I feel like the OG should have,
oh shit.
you
Well,
know, for real, the OG should have like a moment and really have like a show, like you, Deshaun, O'Neal, all y'all who was on the Bad Boys Club. Y'all got shit going on for real. Yeah, y'all
that
doing
my
shit.
is working. Like,
And it's no
okay.
shade to the new girls, but the new girls get very much, all right, problem, like just problem after problem, want to fight, want to be ghetto, want attention, want clout.
Yes, I would say this. When we started to where it is now is very different. When we started, I would say when we did the Bad Boys Club, shout outs to everyone that was on the Bad Boys Club, O'Neill, Deshaun, Sammy, I'm sure I'm missing a couple, Nova,
Yeah,
like,
Nova.
I I'm always going to have respect for those boys because as a collective, we came together and we said, this is what we want our show to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Production, which is a camera. we came together. What people don't know is, as a collective, we always had like a business mind. Like we always was like, this is what we want it to be. If you're gonna fight, it needs to make sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we always like, if you have a problem with somebody, you need to write out the storyline. You're not gonna just come and just attack somebody. And I respect that about everyone, because everyone got to shine in their route and their right, because we was authentically ourselves. The stories made sense. It was just magic. And I would say I built a bond with those boys. You know, I don't have anything bad to say about any of them, because when the cameras went down, we had fun. We built a bond. Now the
Mhm.
come up, it was very different. These girls, and it's no Sade, I like some of them, you know, I'm cool with some of them. But these girls was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was on anxiety level all the time, because like people were just like on go to attack, like on go to fight, on go. And I'm just like, baby, this ain't that. Like, that ain't even New York. Like, you feel me?
Right.
Like, New York, a rough city, yes, but it's also glitz and glamour. We're also like the it girls. Like, we up there with LA. Like, you feel me? Like, this ain't that. Like, you know, and
Leave
it was
that
just
shit in
very
Atlanta. Leave that shit for
yes,
Atlanta.
like no shade, leaving in Atlanta. Like, you know, I feel like with back then the OGs, and it was places we wouldn't go with each other. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It was things we wouldn't say to each other. We had a respect, and that is why over years, what a lot of people don't know is me and Nova, although that was my arch nemesis on the show, A Bad Boys Club, we're cool now. You know what I mean? Like he just congratulated me on my engagement. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're good now
Mhm.
because there's a respect there. I'm literally not cool with a lot of the people from the come up, because there's not a respect there, because I didn't respect how far some of them will go
For
for
free.
15 minutes.
For free.
For free, gag, like for free. Like I didn't respect that, and I still don't respect it. So to answer your question, I would come back, but it would have to make sense, because I feel like the thing that's missing in the reality YouTube world is the essence of New York. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? I think Atlanta has, you know, shout outs to Atlanta, the come up. I think they have magically been able to captivate the essence of Atlanta. You know what I mean? The you know, Atlanta is, you can get your hair business, you can get your makeup business, you could, you know, it's close to Florida, you could drive down there, no
Mhm.
shade. You know what I mean? Like they was able to capture Atlanta. Miami, no shade to y'all, it was boring. But like I feel like there's probably other shows out there that, you know, that, you know, have, you know, shown Miami. I don't think New York has been captured well. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I think this one of the come up was horrible. I think season two was we was great. We was great. Like we were getting where it should be. And then season three, I think it just dropped back down. I think in order for me to come back, I want to be a part of New York. Like I want people around me that's casted around me to be New York. Like I want to see some hustlers. I want to see, and people don't realize come up is just not makeup business, lashes, hair business. A come up is a personal story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can respect a bitch that's from the gutter, but that's trying to come up from the gutter. You know what I mean? Like these girls be in the gutter and cool with it, want to be ratchet. I don't want to see that. Like I want to see a bitch that's like going to job interviews. Like I want to see the story. I want to feel these people, and that's what I'm older now. So if I was to come back, I want to be proud of the people that I'm meeting up with to film a scene. You know what I mean? And if I was to come back, I would come back to Gemini Films, because I just feel like that's home. You know what I
Right.
mean? I think that's like Evelyn not going to VH1. Like, you know, like
And
that
but
is just
Evelyn needs to leave. That's so shade.
I'm Evelyn Jr., but like, you know, like it's home for me. Like,
Yeah.
so if I was to come back, I would go back there, but it would just have to make sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause my friends, we're not rich and fabulous and glitz and glamorous, but we're trying to get there. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like I'm seeing us working. We're falling in love. We're buying homes. We're building lives. We're like I see that, and I want people to see that. I don't want people to just think New York is just this better ass, you know, Brownsville fighting, jumping. Like that's not us. That's
Yeah.
not what it is. That's not what I stand for. That's not what a lot of people I know stand for. And I want that to be shown if I was to come back.
And what I don't like, is y'all not you technically, but y'all be on a come up, and then y'all still be doing nothing, and then y'all come for a season two, and still be doing nothing.
No, Sade. No
If you're
shade.
gonna be a rapper and you come up with a project for season one, okay, cool. Season two, I want a project like a EP, a album, or something.
or tell us why it didn't work out for you. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like that's what people. That's what people fuck up at. When you do reality TV, I know when I made the decision to do it, you have to be authentic. If something didn't work out, if you wanted to be a rapper
Say
and
it.
maybe this, tell the people that. You know what I mean? People will respect that more than I'm hearing, yeah, I'm a rapper, and then next season,
You want to
I'm
be a
still a rapper.
dancer.
Yeah, like, girl, what happened? Be in the studio like shit not going right. I can't get nobody to back it. I can't get nobody to sign me. I can't. We want to see that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see that because I like when I was in the show. Like I said, my drama overshadowed what I came on the show to do.
Hmm.
What I came on the show to do was talk about mental health. That's my thing. You know what I mean? On a serious note, mental health is extremely, 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 extremely important to me because I didn't come from that. You know what I mean? When I had my, mental problems and when I was diagnosed, bipolar, I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have, anyone to look to and say, this is what bipolar looks like.
Hmm.
I'm normal. I'm okay. So I wanted to be that for people. Like I wanted people to be like, it's okay. I'm functioning. I'm fab. I'm cute. I'm, you feel me, in a thriving relationship and I have this. It doesn't stop the show. So I want it to be that. Unfortunately, my drama overshadowed that. But that's what I wanted my come up to be. Like I wanted people to see the struggle that I go through, what how I feel, because I feel like people look at me and think, oh, she's fat, like he
Hmm.
has everything that it's cool, but it's not that. It's rough. It's hard out here,
And it's crazy because like, have you would have talked about that and look where you at now. It makes so much sense, and I'm like as a friend, I'm proud of you because you voiced that you had a YouTube channel talking about mental illness, and it is May, so it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So make sure y'all go and ask your loved ones how they doing with a real and genuine answer.
Yes.
Like
One of
right
the
now,
strong.
right, right. Like now, I feel like you're in a good place. I mean, I feel like once you have, like you go through depression and you um anything, like it never like 100% leave. It's always like around or
Yep.
certain
Never.
things tick you off.
Mm, absolutely. It never goes away. And I wanted to be the voice of that because, like you said, it never goes away. I feel like I was like just, speaking that I spill my tea, but it's okay. I'm like this state, like I am bipolar, and it is something that I have to be cautious about. You know what I mean? Like I have to be cautious of my energies around me, having people around you that love you for you, that understand you, that work with you. My boyfriend is
You
phenomenal
don't have a
with
boyfriend anymor.
stuff with my tea. But if you on my gram, she's ringed up. Um, my fiance, no, no, no shade, no shade.
Congratulations on that too.
My boyfriend, my boyfriend, my boyfriend,
Congratulations.
my boyfriend, uh, my boyfriend. You trying to get you an exclusive? Chill
No,
out.
no, I'm not. I just say
My
congratulations.
boyfriend is, phenomenal with understanding who I am and understanding how to work with me. And, my friends are phenomenal. Everyone that I've told, even you, everyone that I've told has been respectful. And I would say this, I am going to go somewhere. That is another reason why I decided to not do reality. And that is why I've always been so back and forth with it because I promise you guys, if I wanted to be on, I can be on. You feel me? But I spoke about my mental health and I got into an argument with someone and they decided to use it against me on social media publicly. And I felt like I could take it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. I could take it. I know, you feel me? I know how this goes. But I didn't appreciate that because I'm like, what if there's boys and girls and men and women that's seeing that and you're making fun of them? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I felt responsible because I spoke on it and I opened that door. So I was always like a little nervous because I'm like, well, I never want like I said, I could take it. You could argue with me, whatever, call me crazy, cool. But I never wanted anyone else to get hit in the crossfire because people can't argue logically. So that is something that what I said is with the new girls, I don't respect. Like
Yeah.
I they just don't. They don't have no cool. And I also want to say this: I don't have a problem with anyone. When this comes out, please no one argue with me. Like it's all love, peace. Like
Right.
I don't have no.
Keep doing your thing. Keep being in those
Yes,
studios and not.
Stop. Like, no shade. I love everyone. I don't have no problems with anyone. I'm not to argue with anyone. It's not happening. I'm just speaking my experience.
Yeah. And shout out to Karan for real. Because Karan, he's doing his little big one.
We're not ready for all that. No, there's not. But like it's a lot. My advice to anyone, if you ever want to do a reality, just be authentic. You know what I mean? And don't read the comments. Don't read the comments. Don't read the comments. Don't read the comments because most of the people that are commenting are trolls. Be authentic. Be yourself and give people your raw, honest truth because people will respect that. I have been able to be a staple in this without putting my hands on anyone because I'm authentically
hmm
myself. So, like I didn't, I've been on so many shows. I've been in countless arguments. I've had fucking crazy, arch nemesis on these shows, and I've never once had to lift my finger. And I take pride in that because I always tell myself I'm not gonna fight if it don't make any
And that means a lot because bitches be fighting for no reason at this point.
for no reason, like just to fight. And I tell myself I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not gonna. And I feel like there's people out there that's like me that can argue with their words. Don't get me wrong. You come and just and I've never been just crazy disrespectful. Like no one's ever got in my face. Like
hmm
we can go down the list. No one's ever got in my face. No one's ever made me feel threatened where I need to hit them. You can say whatever you want to say. Get up and put your hands on me, like we cool. So I never felt like I needed to fight, and I genuinely take pride of that. Like 'cause I've never had to fight.
Oh, that's good. And I'm proud of you. For the people, what are you doing now? Like we know you are in love. We know a week ago from today, you put Mr. Ingram on your page, on your public page. So like, what are you doing now? You have a YouTube channel. What's going on?
You're funny. Yes, I the YouTube channel at the Millennial Bear. Please, please, please go subscribe. Go,
My bitch be
like
cooking.
watch my videos. I be trying to cook. I'm trying to be a housewife now. I might announce something on there one day. Who
A
knows? You just trying
housewife.
to.
You cannot be no damn housewife. How's
What
that
I'm
possible?
doing now, what I'm doing now is, I'm honestly trying to plant my feet in the ground. I
hmm
believe that I'm a lot older and I want stability in my life. I want stability in my personal life, and my financial life, and my professional life. I really want stability. So, I'm not, and I'm going to be honest about this, I'm not one of the bigger names to have come out of Gemini Films because I feel like I always take a break. You know what I mean? Like I always bounce away. I don't
But I feel like
ride the.
you more of a fan favorite though.
I think I'm like a underrated. Like I'm like a Sheree. Like we
The
love
bitches love
Sheree
Sheree.
Boo, but like she's not like you would say like no, I'm not a Sheree. Fuck that. I'm like a Kim Zolciak guy. You know what I mean?
But
Like
who will be a Nene coming out of Gemini Films?
if I'm gonna give my girlfriend her flowers, I would say O'Neill. Like I would say
But
O'Neill has been able to, create this amazing fan base. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people know him, a lot of people respect him. So I feel like he has been able to be, you know, out of all of us, the one to kind of just, really set his name in the ground of
yeah,
who he is.
I could see
And then
that.
I feel
And the growth
like
is crazy. Let's not forget that.
that's my girlfriend again. Shout out to her, but I would give her her flowers. Like I feel like he's amazing on camera. She
hmm
know how to. She will swing on you. You feel what I'm saying?
hmm
But I feel like he's also been able to, build his name and build his fan base. And I feel like he's very respected. I respect him. Our friendship. We people don't know us. We've been friends since we was young, like high school, like real young. But I feel like he's like the Nene of Gemini Films. Like I would give him, he's definitely like the Nene, and then I feel like very much the Kim, right there. Maybe the Kenya, like because I feel
Yeah.
like I didn't. I'm a lover. You know what I mean? Like I'm always in love. I'm always in a relationship. When I get in a relationship, I don't know nothing but my man. So a lot of times when I get on these shows, I get in a relationship, and then I just, like I don't cater to my fan base. I just be falling in love, and act like I don't know nothing existed.
But I feel like
Um,
sometimes that's good.
it is. So I'm trying to now, you know, take my break, make sure my personal life is, great, because when I come back, I'm coming back.
Right.
like like swinging. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything here is grounded, because, like I said, if I was to do reality again, I'm showing everything. I'm showing my personal life, and I wanted to, because when you do reality, your skeletons come out. So you gotta make sure that your closet is clean. Like,
Right.
you gotta make sure everything is good. So I'm making sure everything is good, everything is great, because I'm coming swinging. Because I'm coming. It's just, but I'm doing YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube is fun. It is a place where people get to see a different side of me. You get to see a lot more of my love. I am deeply in love with my significant other, and I think love is beautiful. So I love sharing that. I am also, coming into the podcast realm with my girlfriend. I will be back with the new. So yes, yes, I'm coming for you.
Oh.
Um,
All right.
yeah,
Don't drop one episode and forget now.
I will be back with that. I'm just really focusing on me, my mental health.
Hmm.
I love that, but I will be back. I will very, very much. I promise you guys, I will be back.
Well, Karan, if you're listening, send those right text messages to the right people and stop
Okay,
fucking
Swan,
playing.
or Mona Young, or Shawnee O'Neal, or Andy Cohen,
Or look, somebody. No, for real.
somebody. If we're gonna do reality TV on YouTube, Karan, you feel me? But if we're gonna do TV, Zeus, don't
No,
call me.
no, we don't want. We don't want Zeus. We support you, but no.
Don't call me. Don't call me. Shout out to the black creators. Zeus, we love us all black, but don't call me.
Shout to y'all though.
Girls, yeah, shout out to y'all. The girls fight too hard on there for me. The girls get their dreads ripped out. I don't want to be a part, but
Not that they
I
said
will be coming
species. Yes,
one
ma'am.
day. One day I
Well,
will be.
for everybody that's watching, listening, make sure y'all support my brother. Follow his YouTube. Follow him on Instagram. What else? Look out for him on a come up New York soon.
I
No,
never
before
said
no
that.
no 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 for real. Before we go,
Hmm. Hmm.
you in love and motherfucking O'Neill's in love. That's a story right there. And y'all best friends. Y'all can do double dates and all that stuff. So Karan,
And our boyfriends are best friends.
right, and y'all exactly. So like, what the fuck, Karan?
It's great. Let me tell you, we have me and O'Neill. First off, me and O'Neill chemistry on camera is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, if there's anyone that I love to do shows with, it's him, because I every time I watch us on camera together, I fall out because we be kidding. But that's because we are genuine friends. You know what I mean? We have a genuine relationship, so it shows on camera. I would love for people to see where we are now, because my girlfriend, like I said, is grown. She's on her grown tip. She's in love. I love her. I love her boyfriend. I'm grown. I'm in love. Everyone will love my man. You know what I mean? So I would love for that to be shown, but because I know where we both are in life, I'm gonna speak for him and say it would have to make sense,
Yeah,
because I feel like you guys can go on my Instagram at TashimW. As you guys can see, we spent Christmas together. We literally spend every holiday together. So I feel like we're like in a love bubble. We have a great circle around us right now. We're very happy. We have so much fun together that if we were to let people in that, it would have to make sense. It would have to just make sense. That's all.
I love
So
that
if
for
anyone
y'all.
wanted to cast the girls, it's just gonna make sense.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna make sense.
no
Let me
for
ask
real.
you, because you've been asking me the questions. What is your takes? Because New York is not the only one out there. There's Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta girls. There's Miami.
Uh huh.
What is your take on Atlanta's your city? That's where you live. What is your take on the come up Atlanta?
Well, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you nah.
Well,
um,
the people want to know.
the come up Atlanta.
Yes, what's your take?
I forgot like what happened last season. Who's Hold on, let me go to my YouTube real quick because I don't even know who was on the come up last season.
I want everybody to hear that I'm not saying that. So do not.
No,
I'm
I'm
not.
the come up Atlanta. Let's see what it's given. Oh,
I.
Okay, I know.
Mhm.
Um,
It was like a scandal with like sleeping with people boyfriends and stuff.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
a big
yeah,
scandal.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm actually cool with some of them. I forgot because I forgot the cast. Um,
I'm cool cordial with one of them.
yeah, I'll say cordial. I'm cordial with one of them, a few of them, and I mean, I wasn't a big fan. I mean, I tuned in every week. I probably missed a couple episodes, but I rewatched it. But I'm not a big
Hmm.
fan of the that cast. I think it needed a shake up. They tried to shake it up, but then it didn't work.
Hmm. I can agree with that. I'm cordial with maybe like two of them. Like I said, some of them show me love, I show love back. But I wasn't. I do feel like somebody. I'm not gonna, because it's not my show, but I do feel like one person in particular is kind of carrying the show on his back,
Who?
and I'm not gonna speak on it because actually I am gonna speak on it. I do feel like Pyro is carrying the show on his back. I feel like he brings, he has a very just like a very complex personality where you
Mm-hmm.
can hate him, love him, but he is entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing about you have to have a complex energy. So I feel like there needs to be a little bit more complex energies. You know what I mean? Like I think the villain bit that I'm getting, it needs to like tone down. We need a couple of more villains, like a couple
And
of more
that's
girls.
and that's what it is because there's too many nice people in there. Shout out to Pyro
Yeah,
because I did interview him. It didn't make my the channel because of technical issues. But yeah, shout out to him. Um,
yeah. So
he did hold the show, but I also had a love hate relationship during the show.
same. I would say that. I definitely did have a love hate relationship, but that's why I felt like he carried the show because honestly, he was the
Nobody else
only
is
one.
bringing it.
Yeah, he was the only one that I had any type of feeling for. Like, everyone else was like, okay, cool. He was the only one I was like, girl, I like that you did this. Oh, I like that you did that. You know
But
what I mean? Like,
I
I
was
like,
looking forward to seeing what the fuck he's gonna do next
yeah,
episode too.
like, what's she going to give? Like,
Like what the fuck, this bitch.
I think they do need a cast shake up. But I give them their flowers because I think, besides our franchise, they have been consistently, at least consistently, good, you know, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. How you feel about Miami?
Miami. The first season was cool. The first season was cool. This season I do not like it. Um, I know your good girlfriend's on there.
Oh my God, I don't know nobody in Miami, mom.
Um,
I
the
don't know
rapper
no,
KSB.
I don't know nobody in Miami.
Shout out to him. I thought to interview him as well.
Shout out to who?
KSB.
No Sade, I don't know nobody in Miami.
Um,
Um, I would say, how do you feel before I get my feedback?
at the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't. I feel like all right, for real. I feel like New York set the tone, right? So when other cities come, they don't be like Miami or Atlanta. Like Atlanta is Atlanta, but I feel like they sometimes they try too hard, or
Mm-hmm.
they try to, but it don't give that. Like be where you from? Like no, like you don't have to fight every episode. You don't have to argue every episode. And then I feel like when he's casting these people, he don't really get into what the fuck they really got going on. He just cast them because they follow him.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. I would agree. I think that if things was to come back, I think we really have to get deep into these people's stories, their lives, where they come from. I think really, 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 really get deep. Like take your time, to really get deep. Out of the two, I would say Atlanta. If New York is obviously my favorite, but I would say Atlanta comes in a strong second. Miami, I didn't really watch the first season. I did tune in to this is the second season, right? I think so.
Hmm.
The second season me because I did know someone that was going to be on it, and it was just disappointing. They were disappointing. The show was disappointing.
Who's
It
the
just was
person? I thought you know nobody on Miami.
girl, I don't get free promo. I don't do
Mm.
that because this is where I'm at in life. If I don't have anything nice to say, I'm not going to say it.
Well,
And
read
if it's
between the
not,
lines. And if you that good girlfriend or the person he talking about, hit me up when we talk about it.
if I don't have anything constructive, because I would say I did say nice, not nice things today, but it was
It's
constructive
constructive,
to
yeah.
it's nothing constructive there. I just really don't vibe with her.
Hmm.
But I didn't know her, and I was disappointed in how she acted. But I'm not surprised because yeah, and it just wasn't a good. It wasn't a good. My opinion. It wasn't a good show. It's really boring. But shout out to Karan for bringing it to
Yeah.
different cities. That's dope. I gotta give that.
I feel like
Miami.
he should take it to like Texas
Yeah, go to Houston.
Yeah,
I feel like Miami should have been on the radar. You should have went to Houston. Go to Texas. Them girls is ghetto.
yeah. And
You
then,
want to?
if you're gonna go to Miami, make it like Latino.
Yeah, no.
Why? What's wrong with Latino?
No, you're not canceling me. But, I think if he was gonna go somewhere, I think it should have been somewhere. Or if he was gonna go to Miami, I feel like Miami didn't show like the party, like you know what I mean. Like Miami didn't
Yeah,
show.
y'all not
And
giving nothing.
yeah, like I wanted to see the girls party, and the girls was not even on the
Oh,
beach.
I was
Like
gonna say
no
that, bitch. I don't see no Ocean Drive, no nothing.
beach, no Ocean Drive, no strip. Like the girls is giving Fort Lauderdale. Like I was just
Not
like,
Hollywood, Florida.
why y'all not having a beach day? Like why y'all not
This
going to Disney?
beside the highway, bitch.
It really don't give nothing. Like you know what I mean? I think that the only character on there that is a
Mm-mm.
little interesting is I don't know his name, but
Don't
he
say
has like
it.
and he's like the EP.
No,
What's his name?
I do not like him.
You don't like shit. I don't like her. I don't like
Fuck no.
her either. But I can respect, 'cause when he's faced with unsolicited drama, I can respect his build up of because
No.
I did watch the last episode and he snapped and I like that. You know what I mean? I like that I got to see like him getting trolled and then he finally snapped and I was like, work, like, I
I
can
don't like
respect it.
that at all. I do not like him. I do not like. I don't like the cast. All
I
in
don't like
all,
the cat all in all. Like it was a letdown because I was like, okay, Miami, tan, give me liquor, give me
right?
fun.
If I was in
Miami.
Miami on the cast, bitch, we going to the beach every
We
fucking
gonna
day.
be, we can always be naked. The girls be dressed like, girl. I want to see y'all in bathing suits all the time. I want y'all
And it
on
be
the beach all
hot.
the time.
Like what the
Like
fuck?
it's hot. The girls be in wigs, girl. It's hot. Why is you in a wig, mamas? Like I want to see again. Like the girls is very lackluster. I would say Miami's my least favorite. Of the franchise.
Can we normalize like I'm not into the reality thing, but
Mhm,
you are and like when y'all filming, right? Like
mhm.
y'all don't just be like, oh, I'm on my way. I got a camera with me. No. Can we normalize getting a haircut?
No shade.
I hate that.
No shade.
Why don't you have a haircut? And then you don't have a haircut in your confessionals, bitch. What are you doing?
Because baby, every time she was on camera, it was giving beat, and if she wasn't beat, she was giving hat. I would
Who?
say this. Me.
Oh,
Um, I would say yeah, I don't know why because it is very scheduled. At least for us, I know it was very scheduled. It was very these are the days I'm coming. These are the days I need you to film with me. So you had ample opportunity to be like, okay, I need to look fab. I need to get a haircut. I need to. I don't know why people don't do that. And I want to see looks.
yeah.
Okay, like I am a little tired of just not be like I want to see. Also, I want to give a sidebar. I want to give a group of boys their flowers. The new Bad Boys Club on Gemini Films. I
I
don't know
don't
what
watch
season
it.
is. You said what?
I don't watch it.
You didn't watch it, but I will say you need to watch it. I'm gonna give those boys their flowers. We did a lot of bash on the Miami girls. We can move on from them. I
Hmm.
want to give the Bad Boys Club from Gemini Films their flowers. All of those boys bought it. Like I will generally say, as someone who has done reality, I watched it and I was thoroughly entertained. I was thoroughly like engaged. I respected each character, what each character bought. There was people that I didn't like in the beginning. Then I was like, okay, maybe I do like you. It's one boy. He has braces. I was living for her. She reminded me of myself. She was giving the girls was kissing and getting Nancy. She gave, I'm not doing that. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would definitely give them their flowers. They did an amazing job. I
So it's
would
finished.
definitely. It's not finished,
Oh,
but they are coming out. I believe at the same time Miami is coming because Miami sucks. So I think Karan just needed to like bring his channel back up, and he stormed up with them. And I will give them that. I would definitely give them their flowers. So far, it's neck and neck with our Bad Boys Club. Like they did
oh.
it's neck. We still number one, but they did a great job. I thought it's like on episode two, and
It's not on episode 2 because I watched episode 1.
it's on episode two. Episode two just came out. Me and my man was watching it. Like I was.
But episode 1 was um, it was try hard for me.
You said what?
They was trying hard, like.
See, yes, no, yes, he is the shady one. Okay, I am the next
I no,
one.
I feel no. This is what I hate, and this is how I know if you're gonna be good for television or you're not gonna be good for TV. Don't be looking for the
Mm-hmm.
camera when you're trying to throw your little shade or when you're trying to make a point. Just be yourself, have a regular fucking conversation, and let it go. They be looking for the camera, waiting for the camera to pan their motherfucking way to say some shit. I don't like
That
that.
is.
You said what?
Hold on. Hold on, sorry guys. That is definitely facts. I do notice that, but I would say because it's their first, well, it's one of the girls' like third or fourth show, but most of them I don't know them, and for their first time, I would give them their flowers. Like I think in the beginning they were very much camera, 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 but then I see them get lost. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
just reality, and I could respect that. Like I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm always gonna give people their flowers. I'm always gonna give people the ones that I do follow. I did congratulate them. I'm not. I'm cool. Like
Yeah,
I love.
I'm not a hater. Or nothing. I'm just speaking what the fuck I see and what I don't like.
There's a lot of people that agree with you, and I do agree with you. I do 110% agree with you, but I would give them a little leeway because it's their first,
Hmm.
ring around the road.
Not for nothing. I
And
did follow a few of them.
yes,
So
it's a
I tune in after this wrap up, and I guess I'll watch episode two.
yeah. Tune in. Let me get a girl some promos. Tune in, y'all. Make sure y'all watch my voice come on
What about chasing reality? Do you watch them?
I do not at all. I
That's
don't
crazy.
watch reality shows because I feel like, let me tell you, I feel like it's really hard for me to get into other shows, even with the other come up spinoffs, because I know how it is. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I judge it a little bit more harder. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit more like, why are you doing this? Or I'm more like, bitch, if I was there. So the only one that I have watched that's not Gemini Films is G Status. I watched G Status
How?
ATL. I think you said what?
How you watch that?
It was on YouTube
No,
for
I
free.
know, but like I couldn't get into that.
I found it randomly. Like, I would say these reality show girls have definitely made the reality YouTube world a thing because they be on live together now. They have panel, like it's a thing now.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't do that. I have a life. But
That's shade, shade, shade.
that was me. I take that back. I apologize.
Cause the girls live
But
on live, child. They live on live. Talk about their last episode and shit, and last season, and let that go.
yeah, the girls really, but I don't do that. But it was a scandal when like a white cast member had said the N word that was like, making its way. And I was like, what is everybody talking about? So I like watched it and I was thoroughly captivated. So I did watch the whole, I want to say season one and season two, or season two, season three. I don't know where they are, but I enjoyed
I
it.
was
I feel like
over.
G it's over. I think like they like randomly stopped in the middle
Oh,
of
oh yeah. I interviewed someone who was on G Status yesterday, and
you. You did, yeah. I watched this season. I did watch the season.
and
I
he
will say
what happened?
before you get into that, I'm gonna need them to respect the powers that be because a lot of times I have heard them say things about Gemini Films and what we bought, and I need them to understand there would be no y'all if it wasn't for us. Like
Period.
a lot of times, because y'all have cultivated this world, y'all feel fab, but y'all have to respect the powers that be. If it wasn't for us, there would be no y'all. Like, you know what I mean? I heard one of the girls said that we are. It was funny. I would get that, but she said
What she said?
this bitch said that we are the We TV.
Wait, who said that?
Like God, it was funny. I live. It was hilarious. But girl, stop playing with us. Like it would be no y'all if it wasn't for us. So we are the love of hip hop, and y'all are, you feel me, our counterparts. Like we
Like chasing growing up hip hop.
like no shade. Like, y'all have literally. Y'all would not have no ideas if it wasn't for Gemini Films. Like we
Seriously.
started this. We put the nail on the ground. We started Bad Boys Club years ago. You feel me? Then we came, he did the come up, we did that. Like the girls, so I need them to respect the powers that be. But I don't I don't really know any of them personally. From any other reality shows, I do not know anybody.
I feel like you
Near-
should leave your little second home and open the door and just to watch. Chasing, like
Um,
Chasing is really not. I love Chasing. I tune in every Wednesday.
it's bad franchises. Those like chasing Atlanta, Detroit, Connecticut. Like, is there like mad of them?
Not Detroit and Connecticut. No, it's Chasing Dallas and it's Chasing Atlanta, and then they have a spinoff with one of the old cast members. She did her own show, Lauren, the one who sell $99 plates. But
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
for,
Not the Keisha Goldfish place. No, I don't know who she is.
shout out to Lauren England, but why the fuck do you sell fucking fried chicken wings with I think it's French fries and the chicken is covered in 24 karat gold and it's $99.
Oh, no, Sade. No, no.
It's
Where
in
she live?
Alabama though.
It's Alabama. Yeah, that would not fly in New York. No, Sade. No. Um, but I don't watch it. But maybe I will give it a chance. I do not know anyone from the other shows. Like I said, only people I do know that I don't know him personally, but I have seen the boy that you interviewed. Um, yeah, I don't know, and I just don't
Get
really
into
like.
it. Get into it. All right. They are
I mean,
grown. They actually doing something. No shade to the come up girls, but they actually doing something. You see them working every fucking day. Although I hate the long ass scenes, you see them,
That's why I don't watch it. Some shit take like 5 hours. It's like, girl.
but you see them working and you see them going out performing and you see them if they rap, you gonna know they rap. If they sing,
You
you gonna
gonna
know they
see?
sing. Like they have events on events on events to the point where it's like, all right, bitch, we know you're working. Where's the drama?
Yeah, that's what
But they be fighting at
um
their own events, so it's cute.
Gemini films like we're missing is the events. Gemini films will be having events, and events be very little. Like Gemini films need to give events like an
No, bitch,
extravaganza.
y'all need to give events. The cast, like
True, true. I'm not a cast member
not
anymore,
not
but yeah.
not going to fucking Taco Tuesdays and sitting at a booth.
That is true. I think that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to cast girls of the caliber, like because it
Event
don't be giving us.
planners, like
Yeah,
like
like
someone like I feel like if you do come back or if you do like try to shake shit up with the OGs with a high caliber, of course I'll put Yoon O'Neal in there. I'll put Montel only because Montel is like he's really big in ballroom and like that's an event right there. Boom. And the way ballroom moving right now, if y'all have rappers, singers, and people who actually doing a come up, doing something, or that could be something y'all show. People in ballroom like to, they real people, so they, you know.
I'm definitely just getting into the ballroom. I just got into Legendary on HBO. That's why I keep saying no Sade, because I'm
Right,
like
all right, Deshaun.
I'm obsessed with the show. Um, so yeah, that's a good question. I'll answer and then you answer. Who would be your dream cast of the Comp New York?
How many people I need to have?
Yes, your dream cast.
Shit,
Your
but
turn.
it's like six. How many people be on the cast?
Usually, I don't know. I feel like the last 2 seasons, it was like a lot of us. It was me. It was like a good 8 of us, maybe.
You see, that's too damn many. All right, 8 people.
Yeah.
I could do 8 people. I mean, I don't even know. Like, I'm not in the scene like that, so I won't know. But off, I guess Instagram and the last seasons, I put um, you O'Neal. Um, I love Andre.
Hmm.
Um, I love Aubrey.
Shout out to Aubrey. Love her.
Montel. Um, I need. What's so funny? I need 3 more people. Wait, 3 more people. Chrissy did say she'll do it again, so I say Chrissy. What's so funny?
I will let you do your friends, girl. So yes.
Oh my god, I need 2 more people. Um, bitch, I don't know. I need someone that's like really like who's the event planner or promoter or
of New York's. I don't. I mean, you guys do your list. I'll do my list. Like,
My list don't count because I don't know nobody.
all right, so I would do me, of course. I would do O'Neill, of course. I would do Deshawn because Deshawn
They
is an
don't even live
adventurer,
in New York,
but she's from New York.
but
Like
she don't live
Malaysia,
there.
Malaysia don't live in LA. She live in Atlanta. She be flying down for basketball while it's LA.
But I feel
So
like
my girl.
no, all right. So if that's the case, I give it to Deshaun because he have a clothing
And
line.
Deshaun is
He
an
been
event
doing
planner.
something.
Deshaun is an event planner. Deshaun hosts his parties. He does these spa parties. So shout out to my girl Deshaun Banks. I feel like he would be. He Deshaun honestly, truthfully, is like a hardworking youngin. Like he really is
Yeah,
a story. You know, she came from Brooklyn and now she's living in California. Fat. So I feel like he is something that people should see. And I think the last time people seen him, you know, on the Bad Boys Club wasn't really that great. So I think he should come back because Deshaun, I know him personally, and I think he would be amazing. Me, O'Neill, um, I would
that was
because
biased because those all y'all is like a trio.
yeah, those are my girlfriends. We're actually going to California to see her next month. So yeah,
What about
we'll do a
Nazir?
vlog. I would toss up because I don't like female figures mixed with the boys. You know what I mean? Because I
Hmm.
feel like it's unfair because I can't really argue with you or things like that. So although I love Aubrey down, I would not bring her back. I would bring Andre. But I love Aubrey, love her. But I would
Okay.
bring Andre. Um,
You see, after this is like confusion. Like,
I will
would you bring Chance
do
back?
I would do Justin from Aaliyah J's best friend. I
Oh
would
yes,
I
Justin.
would,
Why
and he's
haven't he been on
connected.
the show yet?
It's actually he has been reached out, but he is connected to us. A lot of people do not know that he is very connected to us, and I think how he's connected to us will be very interesting. And I think people
But
will
he, but,
enjoy to see.
but I think he live in Miami now, don't he?
I mean, child, the
Oh,
girls can fly down.
all right, cool. Cause
So I would do him. I think like I said,
yes,
is a
and no, Justin is an open book, and he's a hothead, so that'd be perfect.
he's literally connected to us.
All right, so
As a
that's a question. How is he connected to y'all? Because this is your third time saying this, so we want to know what the hell's going on.
he knows us. I know Justin.
Yeah,
Him and
he
O'Neill.
be with what you call all the time now, Spanky.
Him and Deshaun used to be really, really great friends back in the days. Like, you know what I mean? He's
Mm-hmm.
connected to us. We were cool with him. So I think he'll be great.
Three
I
more
will
people.
also do. I will also do Khalil. The boy, the Nicki
Oh, Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj. Yeah,
I would do her.
he
She
not
let me know.
he would not do it.
He was actually supposed to come on for season 2,
But
and
at this point, no, he's not doing it.
yeah, because he did work with Nicki. But you never know. Like you
And that's
might
what I'm
think
saying. Like he has potential to work with motherfuckers who's New York and actually doing something, but he's going to people who don't have shit to lose. No shade.
exactly. You know what I mean? So I would do Khalil because I think Khalil personality is like
But he don't live in New
hilarious.
York neither.
We're gonna get the girls in New York. Like this is my
Yeah, I was
dream
gonna fly
cast.
them out there.
I would do.
They
Let me go back to
they already said Gemini Films don't pay nobody, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna buy their ticket.
you are shady, shady lady. I'm gonna finish my dream cast.
You got two more
I would do
people.
Odell, Deshaun, Andre, Justin, Khalil. I would then go with. This is hard. You know what? I would say. Ah, this is hard. You know what? I don't know.
No, we wanna know.
I I would say Montel only
You
because
can't deny it.
I have heard that she is big in the ballroom scene, and I think he is a very complex character as well. And I think honestly, truthfully, season 1 he carried on his back boots. Like he carried that show on his back. So I will bring him in the fold, and
The
just a
next person
wow.
you could put Chance, like I said.
Chance is actually filming a different reality show right now on a different network. So I
But
believe
this,
he
but this is,
belongs.
but this is your dream cast. So would you put Chance J in your dream cast?
I think with Montel and Chance, it wouldn't be a great dynamic. I think maybe one or the two, you know, but with the both of them, I think it's. I don't think it would be a great cast because Chance is great. I'm not gonna take anything away from him. Chance is great, but
So who your last person?
my wild card, I will say Chance. My wild card. I will say
No, you
Chance.
already
I will say.
say no. We're not doing no. Who's the next
I'm
person?
gonna say.
Chance, we
I'm
love
gonna.
you, but no. Who the next
Yes, we
person?
do love you. I do want to say that. I do want to say that. I do think he, has a great personality for this. He needs a little bit of cleaning up, but I think he's great for it. But I would only choose Montel because I do think, like you said, Montel has built this ballroom life, and I think that's a part of New York, and I think that should be shown.
Yeah, that's what he
Um,
started there.
and he has some unfinished business with a lot of this cast, so I think who my wild card would be, honestly, truthfully,
I'm kind of
my
scared.
wild card, and generally, and people don't know this. I pitched and
I wasn't
for
expecting that.
let me tell you why. Because I know Anthar
Wow.
personally, as we all, and Anthar has an amazing personality, and I think because of our situation, it wasn't shown. And he has an amazing story. His growing up, his upbringing, his family. I generally think that's why I pitched him. A lot of people don't know why I generally pitched Anthar for the show, and then it bit me in my ass. But okay. But I think he represents a lot of the younger generation. A lot of the
Okay.
younger. And I think he would be great. I honestly think he would be great. Right? I'm trying to think because I'm trying to see who's out here. You know. Yeah, I think he would be great. I think that would be a good cast. I think it would be a good cast. I think it would be a good cast.
I don't know too much about Ant Doll. That season was too long ago. So all I remember is he said what he said, and some shoes was scammed. And
I'm moving along. I don't think that to show anything because our situation took over. But I knowing him personally, I think he has a very very great story. And the same thing, I would not take away from Chance. I think if given the opportunity to tell his story, I think he'll be great because he has an amazing story. I just think the violence overshadows it. But his story, Chance's story is really good. And that's what I would want from these boys. I would want these boys' story because I know the girls that I picked that I know, I think they have great stories. So that would be
okay.
my. It's no shade to anybody. It's no shade, but that's what I would want to see in a room.
I
You
mean,
know.
we gave Corona blueprint. That's the outline right there. So hopefully he use it. And he put his girls in it, so his girls is probably will do it because I'm pretty sure you know. And look, Karan, pay attention.
you. I would say this is a hilarious ass interview because you cracked me the fuck up the entire time because you're shady and you're like a shady that's just like so serious. Like I live.
I mean, I'm not being like messy. I'm just speaking my mind. Shit.
Yes, we live. No Sade, we live.
No Sade. Yeah. No, but for I think we had honestly a good interview. People don't know that this was like off the cuff. Like
This was. I called her to vent, and this was just mic'd me up.
right, and I said, okay, just stop right there. Let me connect my little monitors and press record. And this is what happened. And I'm pretty sure once I press stop, she's gonna curse me out or something. But it's
I
okay.
say I've only did one other interview. Then this is like my real first one. And for my first one, I had an amazing time. You did a great job with the questions, letting me, get out how I feel. You did a great job. This was an amazing interview. I had so much fun.
Right now, I could bring you and your fiance on here, and my man, and we can have a conversation.
Oh we can do that. We might wait for a week.
You have a ring, bitch. Is your fiance or your husband? Which one is it?
Oh, God. So this was such a great interview. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Make sure you guys continue to listen to this amazing podcast and continue to support my friend Chasing the Bag. Make sure you get his merch. Make sure
Period.
you support my friend because she's up and coming too. She's gonna be the next. She's gonna be in the Come Up Atlanta.
No, the fuck. And if you are
Karan, you
wondering,
listening, right?
we are gonna
Yeah.
record.
Story. Her story is fab. She married, like, that's her. Yeah,
And if
so
you are
we're
listening, make sure you tune in to the Come Up New York because that is when we're gonna be planning Tashin wedding and it'll be airing on there. Heard you, Yandy, MNDC.
Period.
Nah, but for y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, this not going on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram and YouTube, and share, and tune the fuck in. Show your flaws, bitch, and chase the motherfucking bag. Why the fuck you not
Period.
chasing the bag?
Period. No shot there. Chase that bag.
Chase the bag. If you're not chasing it, what the fuck you doing, dummy? Bye, bitches.